think your safe job is helping you? It's actually the biggest risk you're taking. Here's why. Hello, and a very warm welcome back to the Fluent Vibes English podcast. I'm so happy you're joining us today. This is the place where we make English feel natural, easy, and most importantly, fun. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Ollie. Hello to all our amazing listeners out there. It feels so good to be sitting here today. Sarah, you look like you're glowing. You have a huge smile on your face.
I really am happy, Allie. The sun is finally out, I have this perfect cup of herbal tea, and I've been waiting all week for this specific episode.
I can tell. I'm feeling great too, though I did have a bit of a brain fog moment this morning. A little disaster, you could say.
Oh no, don't tell me you forgot to drink your coffee. What happened?
Worse, I lost my house keys. I was panicking. I checked under the cushions, inside my jacket. I even checked inside the microwave.
The microwave, Allie? Why on earth would your keys be in there?
Honestly, I have no idea. I was heating up a muffin and I thought maybe, but I actually found them inside my shoe.
In your shoe? That is hilarious. Well, I'm just relieved you're here and you didn't have to call a locksmith.
Me too. I'm settled in and ready to dive into some English. So, what's on the menu for today?
Today, we're exploring a story about a man named Daniel and his close friend Sophia. It's a story about a massive life shift, the kind that feels like the end of the world at first.
Oh, I love a good story. It's the best way to catch those real-life English phrases that textbooks usually miss.
Exactly. But just before we jump into the story, we have a tiny favor to ask our friends listening at home.
That's right. If you find our chats helpful, please hit that like button right now. It really supports the channel. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Fluent Vibes. We're here every single week to help you grow.
And please share this with a study buddy. Learning is always better when you have someone to talk to. Okay, let's get into it. We're starting with scene 1. Daniel is carrying some heavy news. Sophia, you look a bit pale today. Is everything okay? I lost my job. What? No way. When did this happen? Just this morning. The company decided to close my whole department. Oh, Daniel, I'm so sorry to hear that. How are you holding up? Honestly, I'm terrified. I've been at that desk for 6 years. 6 years? That's a lifetime. I'm lost. I don't even know what my next step should be. Look. Maybe this is actually a fresh start. It definitely doesn't feel like a start. It feels like a wall. Back to podcast.
Wow, Sarah, that's a heavy way to start. My heart goes out to Daniel.
It really is tough, Allie. Losing a job is one of the most stressful things a person can go through. He used a very common phrase, I lost my job. We say this when the company lets us go or if business is bad.
Right. And since it happened just this morning, he's probably still in shock. His world just turned upside down.
I agree. And notice Sophia's reaction. She asks, how are you holding up? Or how do you feel? That is such a supportive thing to say to a friend in a crisis.
It really is. And Daniel didn't hide his feelings. He said, honestly, I'm terrified. That word honestly is so useful, isn't it? We use it when we want to be vulnerable or tell a deep truth. Like, honestly, Sarah, I think I need another muffin.
You and your food. But you're right. Daniel is scared because of the time he spent there. He used that perfect structure. I've been at that desk for 6 years. He started 6 years ago and he stayed there until today.
Yes, it's that present perfect we always talk about. It shows a long connection to the past. And now he's totally confused. He said, I don't even know what my next step should be. Have you ever felt that way, Sarah? Just completely stuck?
Oh, absolutely. When I first moved to London, I felt like a total stranger. I didn't know which bus to take. I didn't know where to buy bread. I felt like I was walking in a fog.
I felt exactly like that when we launched this podcast. I was so nervous. I kept thinking, will anyone listen? Do I sound okay?
But look at you now. You're a natural. Now Sophia tries to change his perspective. She says, maybe this is a fresh start.
I really like Sophia. She's an optimist. She looks for the silver lining in the clouds. But Daniel was in too much pain. He says it doesn't feel like a start.
That's so human. When a door slams shut, it's hard to look for a window right away. All you hear is the noise of the door.
Very true. Also, he mentioned his department. That's a great word for work.
like the sales department or HR department. If a whole department closes, it's usually not the worker's fault. It's just business.
Exactly. It's purely professional, but it feels personal. I'm so curious now. Does he just give up? Does he find something better?
Let's find out. Let's move to scene 2. Sophia's about to ask him a question that changes everything.
Can I be totally blunt with you for a second? Go ahead. Did you actually enjoy that job? Like, truly? Not really, but it was safe. It was steady. But you used to talk about your own business ideas every single day. That was just a daydream, Sophia. Why did you say was? Because dreams are risky. They don't pay the rent. Neither does a job that disappears. Staying somewhere you're miserable is a risk too. I've never taken a leap of faith before. Well, maybe this is your moment to jump.
Ooh, Sophia is hitting him with the truth. She asked, "Did you actually enjoy it?" That's a tough question to answer when you're sad.
And Daniel's response was so revealing. It was safe. Safe is a tricky word. It means he had no surprises, but he also had no passion. He was just existing at work, not living.
I think millions of people are in that safe trap. They stay because they are afraid of the unknown. But Sophia remembers his old passion. She brings up his dream of starting a business.
A business? Can you imagine? Maybe a bookstore or a design studio?
Who knows? But Daniel talks about it in the past tense. He says it was a dream. He thinks the dream is dead because he's unemployed. But Sophia catches him. She asks, why was? She's trying to keep that fire alive.
I love her for that. Then they talk about risk. Daniel says dreams are risky. It means things could go wrong. It's like moving to a new country without knowing the language. It's a gamble.
Exactly. You might lose your savings, but Sophia says something that gave me goosebumps. She says staying somewhere you're miserable is a risk too.
That is so profound, Ollie. You're being very deep today. It's true. You risk your mental health and your happiness by staying in a safe place that you hate.
I try to think about these things. Daniel admits he's never taken a leap of faith before. That's a beautiful idiom. It means doing something even if you're scared because you trust it will work out.
It really is. And Sophia tells him, maybe this is your moment. It's such a powerful phrase. It means the stars have aligned for him to try something new.
I totally agree. Sometimes we need a push from life. If he hadn't lost his job, he might have stayed there for another 20 years, unhappy. Hey, Sarah, I actually have a tiny story about a hidden dream.
Oh, do tell.
Well, when I was a teenager, I really wanted to be a professional chef. I loved cooking for my family.
You, a chef? I've seen you burn toast, Ollie.
Hey, I was better back then, but I was too afraid to go to culinary school. I thought it was too risky, and I was worried I wasn't good enough.
Oh, Ollie, that's a shame. But do you have any regrets?
A little bit sometimes. But then I discovered my love for teaching English and connecting with all of you, so it led me to a different, new beginning.
See, life has a funny way of working out. Now, before we hear the conclusion, I have a quick task for everyone listening. If you're still with us, type the word dream in the comments section below.
Yes, and tell us, what is that one thing you've always wanted to do? We read every single comment. Okay, let's hear the end. Does Daniel take the leap?
But what if I fail? What if I lose everything? But Daniel, what if you succeed? I just don't feel ready for this. No one ever feels 100% ready. You just start. I don't want to look back in 10 years and regret this moment. Then don't. Just try. One step. Okay, you're right. I'll do it. I'll start small, maybe just a few clients. That's all it takes, just that first move. Maybe losing that job wasn't a disaster after all. Maybe it was the push you've been waiting for. I have chills. I'm so proud of Daniel. He's choosing courage over fear.
It's so relatable, though. He asked the question we all ask, what if I fail? It's the biggest wall in our minds. But Sophia flips it perfectly. What if you succeed?
We always prepare for the worst, but we forget to hope for the best. Succeed is such a positive word. It means reaching the top of your mountain.
Daniel says, I don't feel ready. Sarah, let's be honest. Did you feel ready for your very first English teaching job?
Not at all. I felt like an imposter. My heart was racing, and I thought I would forget all my words. but you just have to dive in.
Exactly. Like Sophia says, no one ever does. Perfection is a myth. And Daniel hits us with a heavy word, regret.
Regret. That's the sadness we feel for the things we didn't do. It's much heavier than the sadness of a mistake. Like, I regret not telling that person how I felt.
Exactly. A mistake is a lesson, but a regret is a ghost. So Daniel decides to start small. That's the secret, isn't it?
It really is. You don't need a skyscraper on day one. You just need one brick. And his realization at the end that losing his job wasn't the end is so beautiful.
And Sophia calls it a push. Sometimes life has to kick us out of our comfort zone so we can finally fly.
What an inspiring story. I feel like I could conquer the world now. Maybe I'll start that side business I've been thinking about.
Oh, what's the big idea, Sarah?
I want to open a late-night cookie delivery service. Fresh cookies at 2 a.m.
Sarah, let's be real. You would eat the whole tray before you even started the cart.
You know me too well. Maybe that business is a bit too risky for my stomach. Well, I think we should listen to the whole story one more time. Now that we've broken down the emotions and the vocabulary, it will be much easier to understand.
It feels so much more powerful the second time. I can really feel Daniel's fear turning into hope.
It really shows the power of friendship. Sophia didn't just give him advice, she gave him courage.
We all need someone like that. And we want to be there for you. We want to tell you that your English journey might feel risky or scary, but you can do it. You are capable of amazing things.
Absolutely. Don't wait until you feel ready. Just take one small step today. Maybe it's learning 5 new words or listening to this podcast again.
I'm feeling so motivated. I'm going to go home and actually start working on my goals. No more excuses.
That's the spirit, Allie. Just make sure you don't lose your keys on the way home.
I promise. I'll keep them in my hand the whole way. Okay, everyone, let's recap. We followed Daniel through his end, which became a beginning. We explored words like honestly, risky, fail, succeed, and regret.
And the biggest lesson, the safe choice isn't always the best one. I loved sharing this with you all.
Me too. If you enjoyed this journey, please subscribe to Fluent Vibes English Podcast. We have so many more stories to tell you.
Give us a thumbs up and tell us in the comments, have you ever taken a big risk in your life? Was it worth it?
We can't wait to read your stories. Thanks for spending your time with us today. It's always a joy, Sarah.
The joy is all mine, Allie. See you in the next episode, everyone. Keep practicing.
Bye-bye for now.